Confidence will be sky high for the Flakers after defying all expectations and smashing all the records in their round 5 victory over the South Sharks by a margin of 59 points to 14. Today though, things are a little bit different as they take on the very tough Saracens side, a team that has been one of the best performers throughout the season. The question is for the Flakers, can they back up that round 5 display? Today, well, we're going to find out. What is going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well and welcome back to your home of rugby. It is time for round 6 of the GRC, the Flakers versus the Saracens. And of course, this is a series where you guys take the field against the world's elites, especially today when the Flakers are taking on this tough Saracens side. A number of changes have been made despite the impressive form of the Flakers in the last round. A little bit of rotation, but the core has remained very much the same. Captain Craig Anderson has made just a wee few changes, especially in this forward pack as his team looks forward to setting more records straight. He'll be partnered in the front row of Hugo Lambrex on that loose side of the front row, and the impressive Ben Bobbs, who returns back to that tight head. In the second row, a little bit of a change. You can't go past Ethan Holton, but he's got a new partner in a very, very destructive second row with CJ Smith. A new look to this back row predominantly. Francois Valentine returns, but he returns to the number 6 jumper. And of course, Daniel Adumaru moves from 8 to 7 to allow Lucas Barrett to come storming in. No, not in the front row, but to number 8. Let's see how that affects the gameplay. His brother Joshua Barrett, the prettiest man in world rugby, will wear the number 9 jumper, and once again partner Bernard Ankerhan in the halves. And of course the backline, well, there's very little change here. Gray, once again, very impressive. Ian Sale, he returns to 12, and alongside him David Adumaru. Those two were phenomenal in that last matchup. Corey Davison, much the same, a try, and another very impressive display on the right wing. Jabari Kuroi, power, and of course a bit of pace. The one change in the back line, Jay Capone comes in at 15 in the place of Connor DeMard, and the only change to the Fancy Boys in that back line. On the other side of things for the Saracens, well, there's one change we didn't even know about because Ivan Van Zyl is in after the injury when they played the All Flakes in round 5. They went down in that matchup 35-31, but they did give the All Flakes a big scare, which makes me wonder today, how will the Flakers deal with this threat? Of course, they've got the main man at the helm of Owen Farrell. He will look to direct around this very good backline. Sean Maitland, a quality finisher, and we've seen plenty from Alex Lazolski in the last round as well. It's a talented front row, Vunipola, George and Hoskins, and of course plenty of ability with the Tolje McFarland and the impressive Argentinian Juan Martin Gonzalez partnering up with Ben Earl. This is a quality Saracens side, but can the Flakers back up round 5? Of course, there's a lot on the bench as well for both of these sides, and actually, we can't say that they're useless on the bench because we've seen Van Zyl come in, and that, of course, is where they've made their one change. A number of numbers in there that you've got to look out for is Segui Vunipola, both of them 20 and 22. Daly as well could make an impact later on. For the Flakers, a bit of rotation. Sees guys like Oscar, Breel, DeMart and Valentine sitting on the bench from the last couple of rounds. Teams look ready for action, of course. The Flakers ready to back up and show just what they're made of as we hit the second half of the GRC season. The question remains, of course, how much these two sides learned from their performances in round 5. We will find out the answer today as Bernard Ankerhan kicks things off. Saracens receive the football down, and an early touch for Alex Lewington for Saracens. And a touch for Ben Earl as well. The big back rower will be prominent in tonight's matchup as Jamie George gets a bit of a combination there with Marco Vunipola, who steps around, and a big combination there through the middle. Eventually goes to ground. Wobbles it away, Hoskins to left side, and breaking through Sosowski. One-on-one with Capone. Number 6 left, Maitland can't get the pass. Oh, Sean Maitland was waiting, desperate for the ball. Now quick and go. Rugby kick ahead for Van Zyl. Oh, so close. So close. Corey Davidson saving the Flakers. And early chance going instantly to Saracens after 6 minutes. They'll go again though. Van Zyl, the offload brilliantly from Gonzalez. Maitland again, turns it back to Van Zyl.
Advantage.
Bell can't handle that. And a ferocious start from Saracens. has put them
Advantage
in this
over.
box seat early. Barrett calls advantage over as the Flakers choose to kick, and it's returned back from Andy Good. Back there will be through the midfield of David Adumaru, and a nice kick away from the outside centre. The only real football they've had to use so far is very defensive and very on their own line at the moment for the Flakers. Let's see if they can turn some of that into attack. It's a lot of ball early here for Jamie George as he throws to the line out. Van Zel again. He's had a lot to play with as well. George gets the first receiver. Now Lazolski goes out wide. Big chance for Tompkins. He opens it up. Lillington once again one-on-one with Capone. Oh, that is a monster tackle. No arms. Looking at the head. Jake Capone, he wants a fight. Big man. And of course, Alex Lewington flying down the wing there. Didn't quite get it right. And now Owen Farrell will look to make it a 3-point early lead. Although 14 minutes in, is it too early? But they'll take it, Saracens. They've got themselves on the board. And 3 points is a start to build. And already we've seen how good the Saracens side can be, dominating this opening quarter of an hour. I want to turn it into more points than just 3, though, as Vincel gets a good pass away. And running is Gonzalez.
Not releasing.
And a penalty to the Flakers. Oh, Juan Marcin Gonzalez was off on a wee trampled run. But how quickly the defence converged and wrapped him up in the tackle. And now we've got the Flakers, through captain Craig Anderson, opting to give the ball straight to Baran Ankahan, who will have no qualms about adding 3 to their tally and levelling things all up with a very tentative opening passage of this game. Almost 20 minutes in, Saracens dominating the fixtures so far, but the Flakers getting just that one opportunity, and they've turned it without the ball into 3 very, very hard-fought points. Here is Hugo Lambrex. Takes a kick-off down. Barrett.
Advantage.
Oh, knock on. Big mistake there. Joshua Barrett spills the ball. And now Saracens look to attack. Lewington
Release.
steps back in of his right foot. Then Sal continues on down the short side. Big run here. Massive run from Willis. Then Sal once more. Quick to the breakdown. Lewington. At first receiver doesn't really want it, so he fends it off and gives it to Willie Pullett, who has to work hard with Ollie Hoskins. And the referee deems that that was a breakdown.
Crouch.
In play
Fine.
from Saracens, and they'll set it up for the first scrum of the
Set.
night, surprisingly. Ivan Van Zel will once again lead the scrum. Right on the 22. Massive chance for Saracens to add some more points. They go left side. Tompkins out to Maitland, turns back in. Oh, he's pivoted off his foot, left foot, and he's nailed a job goal. Unexpected from Sean Maitland. Looked like he might instead be gunning it for the left-hand corner. He's turned, planted off that left foot, and absolutely drilled it into the bottom right-hand corner. Saracens take back the lead. It's 6-3. But a very different game to what we've seen all season long. No care for tries here. Both sides are just out to get whatever points they can. Denzel goes back to Owen Farrell, who's kicked this away from Capone, who read that completely upside down. Corey Davidson kicks it pretty much straight back, like Revan gave it tennis here. Serve, back return. Jake Capone's got a wee ways to run here to clean this one up. It's a great kick, and it's a very good chase from Lazolski. But it's nicely cleaned up.
Advantage.
Now Barrett has another spilled ball. Another error from Joshua Barrett. Big chance now for Saracens. They've got the territory and possession on their side. Ben Earl hits it up. And no. Flakers stealing the ball to breakdown. Referee says no advantage once again.
Crouch. Bind.
Very similar spot to where we just seen Sean Maitland
Set.
about 10 or 15 minutes ago. Drill over. A drop goal off his left foot. Is that the plan again? Way out on this right-hand side are Saracens. Farrell midfield of Tompkins. He's got to run this one deep, and he keeps going. Nick Tompkins shaping to pass, looking, and then straight up. Caught the defence by surprise. Here's Jamie George showing the back. Maro Tolje. Just outside the 22 here, Saracens. Vincel. Good ball to George. Again, he passes nicely to Hoskins. Tompkins throwing defenders around like pieces of trash. Vincel once more. Gets a couple of metres. On the ball there quickly was Ethan Holton. Ollie Hoskins to the right. Earl takes tackle and passes. Farrell looks back inside. Ranging up from fullback is Andy Good. Half-time sings. Vincel once more. Last chance of drop goal to wrap it all up. Oh, it's hit the post. It comes clean. And Domaru picks it up. Save brilliantly. David and Domaru. How do you clean that up? Holton away to the right. They turn it back in. Capone. Oh, Baran with another spilt ball. This one he won't be too displeased about, because it will send the two teams to half-time under pressure. Where are the Flakers? But just how about that drop goal for Vincel off the post? Could have gone anywhere. But David Adumaru, luckily for the Flakers, aware to the situation. And boy, oh boy, he saved their bacon just by a whisker. The Saracens' try would have made it a very uncomfortable 13-3. But as we head to half-time, it is 3-6 instead. Saracens leading this one by a slender margin. It is a drop goal and a penalty from the away side, facing up to just the penalty from the Flakers in a game that has seen Saracens shut the gate and dominate possession and territory for the opening 40 minutes. Big question still to be asked though. Can they keep this up? Is this going to be a 9-6 scoreline, or will we see something more? Maybe something more as Daryl Gray breaks through hard, breaks through tackles, leaves Lazowski lying in the turf. Here's a wee pick and go, and looking for a bit of room was Francois Valentine. Now they're getting some front football.
Advantage.
Oh, Perez! That's his fourth knock on in just 43 minutes. And Saracens won't mind if he touches the ball a few more times. Hit up from Mako Vunipola. Here is Vincel with a little chip
Advantage
over
over.
the greatest. Jacob Pone picks it up. Turns it back inside. Finding room with CJ Smith. Instead hitting it up through the guts. Looking for options now. They turn around. Barrett holds on to it. Another carry from Valentine. He's lost the ball. And Vincel rumbles upfield. Holton wants to steal it back. Can't get the cookies. Hoskins turns it back inside. Gonzalez has a wee ramble upfield. Vincel once more, taking meters. Ben Earl. Half through, Chris CJ Smith looking for a tackle in the breakdown. Ollie Hoskins has a go, throws aside the attempted tackle there of Ben Bobbs. Now a bit of width coming in from the Saracens. Earl switching it back inside. Big tackle
Not
there.
releasing.
Penalty to the Flakers. Theo McFarland, strong carrier, but some big-time pressure plays. Oh, and a big-time call here from Craig Anderson. Instructions clearly from the half-time team talk. We're not here to score threes, he says. Ankahan goes to the corner, 6 metres out. Craig Anderson, he's got to throw this in now. He's got to hit his man. He's missed it. McFarland gets it back. And the hush of disbelief as a chance for at least 3 is well and truly gone. Barrett rumbles his way back, as does Capone. Now they'll run it back, and it's brilliant too from Adumaru! Oh, outstanding from David Adumaru! And he will crack the barrier that is Saracens' defence. Boy, oh boy, it looked like they had stuffed it up. It looked like everything had gone wrong. Lucas Barrett and Jay Capone, they took it back and they looked like they had no idea. It was a glorious ball from Daniel Adumaru to David Adumaru. And the Adumaru combination, say it 6 times, they might appear in your mirror, has connected well for the Flakers. Well, that's a big try. That is a massive try. Ankahan, of course, didn't get the chance at 3. He kicked to the corner just moments ago. And a real twist of direction here as the Flakers take the lead for the first time nearly 1 hour into the game. And now, what do we have from the Saracens? Do they continue on this 3-point pressure play, or do they try and run? They've got to get the ball first, and that is where the Flakers have been very good in the second half. Waiting for it is Joshua Barrett. He wants to hang on to them. That's what he wants to do. Short ball away, and here he is again to Doomer. Away to Holton. Always a dangerous figure with ball in hand is Ethan Holton. Barrett, quick ball. Here he is, Holton. Offloads nicely, and a strong carry from Francois Valentine. Lucas Barrett hits that ruck hard. Joshua Barrett turns it back into Lucas. The brothers all combining here. So Doomerus, Mr. Barrett's, is everything. Pick and go, finding a bit of room, now they're away, Joshua Barrett beautifully to Ethan Holton, he's been waiting, he's been lurking, and now he strikes! Ethan Holton! Didn't score in the 59-point thrashing last round, but today he makes up for it in a crucial try for the Flakers. Well, Joshua Barrett, what a turnaround of fortunes here, he's been diabolical tonight. This time he makes the break of a beautiful Daniel Adumaru ball. A little short one to a scrum half. And look at Ankahan. He knows what that means. He knows how crucial that try is. But Ethan Holton, I tell you what, the last 10 minutes of this game, he has been just flirting around with every single contact. As Ankahan adds another 2. A bit of comfort starts to sink into the Flakers game. They lead this one by 11. But of course, we've seen all too often in this series that it just takes 5 minutes and 2 tries is nothing for these teams. A deep kick down. Anderson drags it in. And look at them go here, the Flakers. Brilliant. Adumaru has been phenomenal. Barrett, he'll pick it up. And he can't get away from a good tackle of Tompkins. Here's Lucas Barrett going to Ankahan, who says, let's get out of here, but I think they'll take him back. This could be a big error. Is it? No. They might have got away with that by a whisker. Oh, I thought that was taken back, but no. Instead, a decent little nudge away. Jamie George to throw. Taken brilliantly. McFarland is the man. Bit of a mess there for Van Zyl. He had to clean that one up, and he went straight through a ton of bodies. Jamie George gets it out of the back of the ball, and Ben Earl. This could be a turnover. It is. It's a big turnover as well. Adumaru doing everything right. Daniel Adumaru eventually finding it out to David, who hits it up through the middle of the park. Another ball, this time on the Flakers side. Everyone joining in. They'll pick it up, and they'll go away. Anderson, who flicks it back to the right-hand side. There's some numbers here, and look out for the big danger of Jabari Karoy. He's a big man, and he does not go down easy. Ethan Holton holds it up. Anderson, good little ball away for Davidson on the left wing, slips it back inside, and again, Daryl Gray takes it in. Here's Adumaru. This time Daniel. Barrett turns it back inside. Oh, big hit there. Got him an offload from Ben Bobs. Ethan Holton is just 5 or 6 short. Joshua Barrett waits. Left side. It could be there for a big run of Hugo Lambrix. Hugo Lambrix scores. And he sends Saracens on their way. It looked unlikely. He had so much work to do. But somehow, he's managed to bulldoze his way through. Straight past Marco Vunipola, over the top of a shocking Lewington play. And Hugo Lambrix has dotted down and really turned this around for the Flakers. Here is Ankahan to slot over the extra 2. To put this one beyond doubt, to seal the deal. And 24 points to 6 is how this one will conclude. Far cry from the 59 they put on last round, but this one will feel pretty satisfying. Pushed throughout the first 40 minutes by a very good Saracens side. And there's not too many teams They come away from this sort of game with a bonus point, in the Flakers, will they join that list of unsuccessfulness? But still 3 tries, got it done. Lambrex with a death try right on the 80th minute. But of course Holton picking it up, and Adumaru was the one to spark things into life. That was David Adumaru in the backline, of course. Ethan Holton, another try for him. Of course, Agahan, 3 conversions, and the penalty goal goes alongside the penalty goal for Owen Farrell and the drop goal by Sean Maitland. They led 6-3 at the break, did Saracens, but it was a big comeback of 21 points for the Flakers in the second 40 minutes. A very exciting game, a tense and very tenacious effort from both of these two sides that saw it go right to the very, very end. Now, wrapping things up here, no bonus point for the Flakers tonight, but with that, of course, looking at the table, they will go up in a bit of a seesaw battle of leapfrog here with the Guardians of the Crib. They have, of course, played their 6th game of the season, and they will be soon on the bye. But with 24 points from their 5 wins and just 1 loss, which was, of course, to the Guardians, they now look like a contending team, taking out in a big way the poor and winning Sale Sharks side. They've got 1 win under their belt now, brilliant for Sale, but they, of course, have bounced back nicely to take out Saracens in a very tight and arm wrestle sort of game. The All Flakes still sit top, 1 point further up ahead of the Flakers, but of course they have a game in hand as well. But of course those two teams will meet in round 7 very, very soon. In fact, well, it's the very next game. Yes, the All Flakes versus the Flakers. That will be our round 7 opening clash of the GRC. Here we go. Round 6 is complete. The Guardians scores 31-7 over Munster. The Flakers 24-6 as we just watched over the Saracens. Crusaders went big, but not enough, and they went down to La Rochelle 14-11, replicating an exact scoreline for the Sale Sharks and an away win over Toulouse. Furthermore, the last game of round 6, the Chiefs big win 29-12 over the Stormers, and then look at that. Look at that. Brace yourselves, it's going to be huge. All Flakes, Flakers, opening game of round 7. That is going to be the one to watch. The All Flakes, of course, coming off the bye this round in round 6, and now they are looking to be refreshed and take themselves clear at the top of the table. The Guardians, of course, are in action yet again as well. They're taking on La Rochelle. We've got Saracens, Toulouse, Chiefs v Crusaders, Sale versus the Stormers for round number 7. The competition is heating up, and it is very quickly getting towards its final rounds of pool play. I'll see you all next time for the big clash, the monster one. All Flakes, Flakers. Until then, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next game. Take care.